Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. Good morning. It's that time when things start to slow down to a stop when it comes to our energy today, January 12th, and I'd say tomorrow as well. Yeah. Tomorrow or yesterday the 11th and today the 12th, probably going to be, and maybe tomorrow the 13th is probably going to be one of the more slower days. Like you can get better sleep because you're so tired. I had the really hard time waking up to do this video for you guys, but I really wanted to pump out some information about this Mars retrograde. Okay, so Mars retrogrades once every couple years. This is really good coffee. Like, I rarely drink coffee, but I made it really good. I made my own whipped cream with the coconut milk in a can. And, and that's like cinnamon sugar goodness on top. It's really helping a little bit with my brain activity. Now, we have had Mars in Gemini for quite some time. I have my ephemeris with me, my 2022 ephemeris, and it looks like it's been retrograde since Halloween. Mars entered into Gemini in August, around August 21st, and it went retrograde on Halloween, and it has been retrograde, and it will go direct today. Yeah, it'll go direct today. Let's see what time. Probably around 3 is my guess. So I'll let you know. I got you. It's at 8 degrees of Gemini, and it's stationed here. So yeah, it's around 1 p.m. today. Oh my God, Mars is going to be like direct and not moving forward, which is going to be very delightful in that area of our charts. So I will go through the areas of where it's affecting you at the end, and it's going to be a quick video. So stay tuned. What was I going to say? Anyways, Gemini is our planet of communication. And Mars is the planet of action. So I'm going to read off the ruler. So this is a cardinal fire. Okay. Mars is a cardinal fire. Its ruler is Aries. So Mars is action, to act, pursuing self-preservation, self-determination, determined action. It's associated with drive and motivation and barrier removals, confidence, ambition, elimination, attainment, and victory. So Mars is associated with the head, okay? And Mars is also, well, Aries is ruled by the head, which is also Mars, but it's associated with accidents, head cuts, muscles, male reproductive organs. Now, there has been a lot of car accidents, and I feel that Mars retrograde in the sign of Gemini had something to do with that, along with the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Because when Mercury's retrograde, that's the ruler of Gemini. And Gemini's retrograde, Mars is retrograde in Gemini. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication. And so communication is also communicating with other drivers, getting from point A to point B. So even like I heard there was a bunch of planes that were down. And I think that has to not only do with the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde, but it also has to do with the solar flares and a lot of these geomagnetic storms that's been coming in from the sun, because it could really mess up our computers, our satellites, and other things. So this is something that we're going to start seeing more of, as active as the sun has been. And because we don't have the protection of Earth like we used to, that layer of protection that we had, now there's holes in it. And these holes are from the magnetic pole shift, the north magnetic pole shift on Earth. So everything has polarity, everything shifts polarity, including the sun, and other planets. So the Earth hasn't shifted polarity in probably over 700,000 years. Okay. Usually shifts every 300,000 years with all the proof that we have from like sediment and stuff like that, and geologists and, rocks and crystals and stuff and layers of our surface areas of Earth. But yeah, so that's on its way to flip pretty soon. I did some they're definitely feeling the Mars energy. That's all these cats do is play fight. Anyways, getting back to this. So Aries is associated with self-awareness, assertiveness, activity, active, daring, independent, willpower, impulsive, initiative, courage, energy, activity, impatient, quick-tempered, enthusiastic. So all these are associated with Aries. Now, Aries, it often rushes headstrong into things without like thinking things through. They're very impulsive. The shadow aspect of this energy is like aggression or passive aggressive. Just kind of like violent and mean. So Aries is associated with the eyes and the head. So the head here, the upper jaw, growing self-awareness and confidence through a certain like will that you're asserting into the world. And the professions that are fit for Aries or Martian people, like if you had Mars conjunct like your sun or your moon, is soldier, a warrior, an explorer, or a leader. And so another thing I wanted to point out is the node shifts. Okay, so the next node shift, and these are the nodes of the moon, is shifting into Aries. So there's a huge highlight around what's happening with Mars, the planet. And this node shift is happening July 9th this year. And the North Node will be in Aries until January 11th of 2024. So what we're going to see is some new eclipses coming up. April's eclipse will be, March 24th eclipse will be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra. And then April 8th will be the solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. So we are having a lot of shifts in 2023. It will not be a year of rest. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a year of action. And I hope you know where you're going, because it's going to happen pretty fast, whether you like it or not. So we have still eclipse is happening in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. So y'all aren't done. Don't get too excited. Now we're just adding in Aries and Libra. So if you have heavy Aries and heavy Libra, this is going to be some big shifts. And yeah, enjoy. I think that's all I got for you guys on this Mars retrograde. So I hope you've enjoyed the slowdown, the rethought. Okay. So there could have been some things that have slowed down in your life. So for Aries, maybe it was your self-awareness and your body and your energy was really low. And then Taurus, this was maybe like had a lot to do with your addictions and your unconscious, maybe your dreams were having an effect. Gemini, this Gemini risings. Oh no, my bad. Sorry. You got to look at Gemini. So Gemini, this has been about your energy in your body and like just being tired. Okay. Rising Geminis. And not all rising Geminis, you have to look in your chart to see where Mars have been at 8 degrees. And that's where it's retrograded back. So I think, let's see, so look in your chart where Gemini, let's see, 25 degrees to 8 degrees of Gemini is in your chart. So you can go to astro.com, look up your free birth chart. Or if you would like to order a reading for me, you can go over to my website at www.lucidlivingmovement.com. Also, if you're interested in learning astrology, it's very, very good to know. I have 3 workshops and it's $200 for 3 workshops. And then I'm also having a specific workshop on the 21st of this month. If you're interested, you have to sign up soon. What's today? And it's about finding your purpose through your birth chart. So yeah, it's at 5:00, January 21st. If you can't make it in person, I will have a PowerPoint for you and I'll walk you through it. But learn your natural talents and integrate that into your career. So let's see. Today's the 12th. So you're going to have to sign up by Tuesday the 17th. Okay, that's the deadline. All right, so moving forward. Gemini, it's your energy, your body. Cancer, this was about your addictions and letting go of the, hey, you guys, of the unconscious and maybe some dreams that you're having. Maybe it could be around your fears coming out in your dreams, communicating. There could be a lot of communication, a lot of action in the 12th house of your unconscious and letting go and going with the flow, letting go of control. It's like going with the ebb and flow of life, stuff like that. Leos, this is in your 11th house. Sweet, I still have an hour. Leos, this is in your 11th house of future plans and networks and friends. There could have been friends that fell off. There's new friends that came in. There could have been, some plans that are being made in your head, like you're manifesting stuff. A lot around our relationships. Virgos, this is happening in your 10th house of career. And so there could have been a slowdown in business for you, in career, legacy. You could even be rethinking if this is what you want to put all your energy and time into. It could just be just that scary feeling of just not having enough work. Libras, this is happening in your 9th house of higher education. So the rising Libras might be thinking about going back to school, maybe foreign travel, maybe about around stuff that is around your beliefs. Maybe your beliefs have shifted or changed. Scorpios, this is in your 8th house of shared resources. Maybe you've been rethinking and reconsidering sharing your resources, either moving in with someone, getting married. It could even have to do with family resources, death, transformation, loans, grants, stuff like that. Maybe thinking about buying a house or something. Sagittarius, this is in the area of your relationships and your partnerships and your business partnerships, and maybe that have slowed down. Maybe there was a break in a relationship or something, some space, maybe reconsidering and rethinking about your relationship or your marriage and stuff like that. Capricorn, this is happening in your 6th house, rising Capricorns, of health and work and how you work. And if you want to continue working the way that you're working, could be just like getting on a new health regimen or thinking about it. But maybe it's also just like work is slow. Maybe you're working a lot and your body's just tired. Could be a lot of healing too around your relationship with women, your mother, family, women. Aquarius, this is happening in your 5th house of love and romance. So there's definitely some slowdown and rethinking about what you desire, what you want as far as romance or relationship. But it also has to do with your children. So there could have been something around your children, rethinking that, maybe what's best for them, or maybe they were just like sick, or maybe they're just like a handful. Also, it has to do with creativity. So maybe this is a creative project that maybe you had so much passion for and then it slowed down. Don't worry, it'll pick back up soon. I'll look at the chart after. And then Pisces, this is happening in your 4th house of home and maybe relationship with your mother or your homeland. Maybe you're thinking about going back there, you miss it, or you miss your family, or maybe you want to spend more time with your family. It could be even spending more time at home, maybe re-looking and redoing your home, and also your relationship with healing and your mother and things of the unseen. Maybe has also to do with your roots and your ancestry and stuff like that. And then Aries, this is happening for you in your 3rd house of communication. Maybe there's been some communication errors. You're not, maybe it's been really hard for you to communicate. Maybe you're trying to figure out like how you can communicate better. Maybe you've just been like super aggressive with your communications. Maybe you've been a little too harsh in your communications. It could also have to do with accidents, because Mars is in that 3rd house of communication, which is driving and stuff like that. It could be that you're just doing things too quickly. You're doing things too fast. You're not thinking things through. You're acting without looking at your surroundings or looking around. And so this could definitely have been affecting you and your body, because if you get in an accident or you bump your knee, or you could have broken your arm or something like that, or just had some kind of head trauma or trauma around communication. So maybe fights and stuff like that. Taurus, this is happening in your 2nd house. Resources, that stupid kid. Your 2nd house of resources. So even like that could have been slowing down for you. money, resources. Maybe you're thinking about doing something else for work and that kind of stuff. So now that I went through the zodiac, just wanted to look up something, but I forgot what I was going to look up. It had to do with Aquarius. But for everyone. Damn, Mercury retrograde. Yeah, so just look at where Gemini is, 25 degrees to 8 degrees. Find out where that retrograde's been happening for you in Mars. And then around 1 today, the energy will start picking back up slowly. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So it's been at 8 degrees. Let's just look at that. It's been at 8 degrees since January 2nd. So it's been at a standstill. But it is exactly 8 degrees, 8 minutes for 3 days, which was the 11th, 12th, 13th. And then it will start picking up speed. And with Mars, it's not like Mercury, it's faster. So it's going to start picking up speed a lot quicker. So it'll finally be back where it was on, let's see, the 10th by the 14th. And then it will pick right back up. So it's going to go over where it started its retrograde on January 19th, 20th, around there. Okay, it'll be at that. Oh no, my bad. That's sorry, it's going to be at 8 degrees until the 24th. Okay, then it's going to switch to 9 degrees. And then 10 degrees by the 31st, 11 degrees by February 5th, and it will be picking up speed here. Now let's look at the 25th degree where it started its retrograde on October 31st of last year. Okay, so that's going to be around the 16th of March. Yeah, we might need to note that because something is going to come up where we initially started Halloween. So maybe there's something that happened in our life as far as with our, like I said, I went through all the houses for each zodiac. So something around that house that Mars have been retrograding in. Something's going to come up around that mid-March. And then all of a sudden, new stuff will finally start coming in. So when retrogrades happen, the planet passes over the mark, okay? Let's say this is the mark. Passes over the mark, okay, the lesson. Then it's like, wait a minute, let me rethink this. Let me go back. And then it passes it again. So that's the second mark, right? Then it passes. Then it's like, okay, let me try this again. This is the third. So the mid-March is going to be the last. The third's the charm. Let me rethink this again. And then there needs to be like a decision moving forward, because then new things are going to start to come up, because we've been in the same energy that we have been since Halloween of last year. So with that being said, I think that's all I have for you guys. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. Share my videos with anyone who you feel needs to hear this information. I do have an Instagram, Lucid_living_coach. I do have a TikTokies. Should be at Lucid Living Coach. And my website, I do readings and life coaching and therapy, www.lucidlivingmovement.com. And yeah, my nails are awful, but I'm going to fix those soon. Don't you worry. All right. Peace out, guys. If you'd like to learn astrology, please DM me, PM me on any of those platforms, and I will get you signed up for the next workshops. And the workshops are super fun because I provide wine, tea, coffee, and snacks. All right. Bye. Peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach.